In this tutorial, we're going to look at two type tools in Photoshop. I do want to point out that the real power software for working with text is Adobe Illustrator and InDesign, but this doesn't mean that the text tools in Photoshop won't be meaningful to what you're doing, and it's just good to get to know them. So in this tutorial, I'm just going to look at two specific types of techniques. One is a type that wraps around a shape, or it's inside a shape. So let's just start out here. Down here, you have your basic shapes. If you hit U on your keyboard, you get there. I have already right-clicked to get to custom shapes, but let's begin with a circle here. And I want to make sure that you set this tool, before you start using this tool, don't set it to shape, set it to path, because we want this, and we don't have to hold down, or we do have to hold down Shift to constrain it to make a perfect circle. Some of these features have changed in Photoshop. When you're sizing images, you don't have to hold Shift down anymore. It will scale proportionally. But anyhow, we've created this circle now using that tool and having it set on path. And now we just hit T on the keyboard and see what happens when we get towards this object. When we hover near it, it suddenly signals that it's prepared to put copy along the shape. Now you'll notice that what it's filled it with is something called, and I have it up here, lorem ipsum. And that is it's placeholder copy, and it's very useful if you're blocking in a layout, and it helps copywriters to write to fit based on the type size. And so when you're without final copywriting, it's very useful to show information. But in this case, we don't have to keep the lorem ipsum. And if we want to change the size or anything, we've got our tools up here at the top nav. We could change it to be larger, and then we can certainly change the type, the font up here. And then you just basically click and you can change the copy that is around the path. And spell it now. Now, if you wanted to rotate that, it's on its own layer. You would do Command or Control T, and then you could then just rotate it around this way if you wanted to turn it around. So that is how to get copy to go around a path. It's you're using a shape tool and you're making sure you set it for path. Now I do want to point out here that down here there are some default custom shapes, and there is another tutorial in this class that talks about those shapes and how to get them into your library within your Photoshop. But I just want to demonstrate that up here, once you get into that mode, if you look up here, you see that it's got some basic ones, which should include wild animals. So I just want to show you how this could possibly work. Let's say you select this elephant. Make sure this is set for path, and now you want to hold down Shift to constrain the proportions, and now you have an elephant. Now if you hit T, oops, I hit F. And now if you hit T, you could click on that shape to go around it, or you could, I'm going to delete that because that's a little hard to read, but the same principle could apply. You could create a shape, and then you could get to your text tool and just type inside this area, and you could type inside that shape as well. Now the other thing I want to show you is how to get type along like a moving, like a drawn path. So let's get over here. Let's delete this. And now let's get down here to the pen tools. The first on the top is just the basic pen, freeform pen, curvature pen. There are tutorials that discuss these tools, but I just want to demonstrate this just with the freeform pen. Make sure it's set to path. And now just with my mouse, I'm going to draw something like this. And then I'm going to hit T on my keyboard. And then when I hover close to this, boom, it's going to let me apply the type along that path. The additional settings, you could, when you go up to type, when you look into panels, you could open up the character panel And you could use this to change the size, just hitting your arrow key down. And if you wanted to, I'm just selecting parts of it. And you can also change the spacing here. It has some default settings, adding spacings, whatnot. So anyhow, those are the two additional ways to work with type in Photoshop that are useful to know. So you'll be using this on the combined assignment that you're working on, and I look forward to seeing your work.